Thank you for tuning in to the Brother Musician Podcast. I'm Rico Anthony. Today I'm going to start by telling you a story. There was a preacher that was in a Baptist church. Newly appointed pastor, had never been to the church. And his first Sunday there, they had a musician playing at the church. The pastor was preaching and singing. The pastor would hoop in the key of C. Musician would play in the key of G. Pastor would go to another song in the key of F. Musician would play in the key of G. Pastor started hooping in E flat. Musician played in the key of G. The musician had been serving at that church for 15 years. The pastor said to the deacon, "Deacon, I can't use that musician, sir. He can't follow me." The deacon said, "Well, you're going to have to use him because he's been here for years and he's faithful." He said, "I'll talk to him." The deacon said, "I'll talk to him. Let me see what he got going on and I'll talk to him." Preacher came back the next Sunday. Same thing happened. Pastor preached in the key of E flat. Musician played in the key of G. Pastor sung the closing song. Musician played in the key of G. Pastor was in the key of B flat. The pastor went to the deacon and said, "Look, it's either him or me. I can't do this." The deacon said, "But the musician is faithful. He shows up every week. We've never had a problem with him. We've never had an issue with him. He's faithful." The pastor said, "He's faithful, but it has not made it to his hands yet." What are you saying, Rico? What are you saying, Rico? I'm simply saying that your faithfulness is not enough. You can be faithful and not doing a good job. You can be faithful, which is the start. That's how you get most of the opportunities that you get. But you can be faithful and not be the right person for that job. Your skill at some point in life is going to need to increase. We have to grow and get better. Everybody's not a prodigy. Of course not. Or it wouldn't be a word, prodigy. Everybody is not just born with it. Some of us, it takes time. Everybody doesn't have perfect pitch. Some of us were tone deaf, and then we had to develop our ear. It takes time and development and practice and practice and practice and practice. Use the negative comments that you hear about you not being there as motivation to get you to that next level. But my point today is, don't be that musician that was faithful but not qualified. Be ready. When the time comes, be ready. We know the stories. We've heard of stories where just because a person was there and the musician was late, they finally got their opportunity to play. And when they got their opportunity, they were ready. Not only were they faithful, they were ready. Faithfulness and skill, sometimes they go together and sometimes they don't. You don't know if the faithful musician can play or not. But if you're going to be faithful to something, be faithful to practice. Be faithful to prayer. Be faithful to preparation. Be faithful to those things. And then when the opportunity comes, you're going to be ready. You're going to be ready. Here are some practical ways that a faithful person can improve. Set goals monthly. If you can only play in 2 keys, if you only sing in a certain register, set goals for yourself to get better. And then measure those goals. You should set obtainable goals every month. Write your goals down and then pray over them. Don't just write it down and not give it to God. Allow the work that you put in to make room for you as well. He did give you the gift. Your gift is going to make room for you. It's up to you not to bury that talent, not to bury that gift. It's up to you to practice. It's up to you to get better. You got time to do it. I'm Rico Anthony. Thank you for listening. I hope you got something from this. If you did, drop it in the comments. Hit the like, subscribe, share button. Let me know you're there. I appreciate your support. Have a great day.